Get ready for action because the NCAA tournament is heating up. We kick things off with the Tennessee softball team. The Lady Vols just dominated in the Knoxville Regional final, defeating the number 2 seed Virginia with a decisive 5-1 victory. Carlin Pickens put up a stellar performance, pitching 7 innings and recording 9 strikeouts, while Taylon Holly and Ella Dodge helped drive the Lady Vols to the win with crucial runs in the later innings. This is how you secure a spot in the Super Regional, and you do not want to miss the details of this incredible matchup. For survival, and we examine everything that led up to that pivotal moment and what it means for their path forward. And finally, we move to the men's lacrosse field, where the championship dreams ended abruptly. The Penn State men's lacrosse team fell to the number 1 seed Princeton in a tough quarterfinal matchup, ending their national championship chase in a 14-10 loss. We look at the standout performances, like Preston Hawkins' strong save record, and what this means for the Nittany Lions' season overall. Stay with us right here because we have all the updates you need to know. Tennessee softball secured a hard-fought victory over Virginia to claim the Knoxville Regional final on Sunday at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium. The number 1 seed Tennessee, boasting a 45-10 record, triumphed over the number 2 seed Virginia with a final score of 5-1. The Lady Vols were the visiting team in this crucial contest. Tennessee's pitching staff delivered a strong performance, with Carlin Pickens taking the mound and pitching 7 innings. Pickens showcased her effectiveness, recording 9 strikeouts across 126 pitches, including 72 strikes against 29 batters. The offense contributed key moments throughout the game. Taylon Holly provided the first run in the 3rd inning via a sacrifice fly by Sophia Knight. Ella Dodge scored an unearned run in the 4th inning following a fielding error that allowed Holly to reach base. The momentum shifted in the 5th inning when first baseman Mackenzie Butt singled, scoring Knight. Holly extended the Tennessee lead to 4-1 in the 6th inning with a solo home run. Alana Leach also contributed significantly, hitting a 2-run double that sent Bella Faw to the plate. This win marks a significant step for the Lady Vols. Tennessee had previously defeated the Cavaliers 7-5 on May 16 in the Knoxville Regional to reach this final. As a number 7 national seed, the Lady Vols now face number 10 seed Georgia in the Super Regional matchup. NC State is in decent, but not great shape, as it assesses its NCAA tournament resume ahead of the ACC tournament. With the majority of conference tournaments commencing this week, 57 of the 64 NCAA baseball regional spots are already accounted for by automatic qualifiers and teams with secure at-large resumes. This leaves only 7 spots open, with conference tournament champions from the ACC, Big Ten, Big 12, CUSA, SEC, and Sun Belt who are not projected as at-large teams potentially securing one of those remaining bids. Furthermore, the projected conference tournament champions from the SoCon and Big West, Mercer and UCSB, could create 2-bid leagues if teams outside those conferences win their respective tournaments. The American Conference is in an interesting position, with both ECU and UTSA being bubble teams. While UTSA holds the head-to-head series advantage, ECU possesses better overall metrics. Analysts suggest NC State should root for ECU to win the American tournament, noting that ECU's athletic director is on the selection committee, making it advisable to avoid a direct contest for an at-large spot. Other projected automatic qualifiers NC State should support include High Point, Big South, Campbell, CAA, Gonzaga, WCC, and Miami OH, MAC. These teams are potentially on the outside looking in but possess strong at-large arguments if they win their conference tournaments. Kentucky remains a significant variable. Finishing 13-17 in the SEC with an RPI of 34 is generally acceptable, but their performance in conference series has been inconsistent. A strong SEC tournament run could impress the committee, while a one-and-done appearance in Hoover leading to an NCAA regional would demonstrate the committee's strong preference for the SEC. The SEC tournament will feature a first-round matchup between Kentucky and Vanderbilt in a true NCAA regional elimination game, where a Kentucky victory could secure an at-large bid. The recent loss by Virginia to Louisville in the ACC is viewed positively for NC State. Virginia's record has placed them back on the bubble despite losing their last 3 conference series, and they are generally considered a likely at-large candidate. This result helps NC State align its league standing with the Cavaliers and provides a favorable comparison point for Virginia Tech. Key to NC State's immediate success is winning the ACC tournament opener against Duke. Any subsequent victories will solidify their at-large bid, whereas a loss to the Blue Devils would place them in precarious territory. The last 4 teams in contention are Troy, Texas State, Louisiana, and East Carolina. The first 4 teams eliminated are Kentucky, South Alabama, Purdue, and Vanderbilt. Ole Miss softball assistant coach Bobby Buchanan was ejected during a critical NCAA tournament game against Texas Tech in the Lubbock Regional on May 17. The ejection occurred in the 4th inning while Buchanan was arguing a call with the umpires. The incident followed a called strikeout, which several Ole Miss coaches appeared to protest, suggesting a check swing by Taylor Roman. At the time of the ejection, Ole Miss was trailing Texas Tech 11-2. The Rebels' pitching staff had struggled to contain the Red Raiders' potent offense, limiting their own scoring opportunities. The game itself was a must-win situation for Ole Miss, as a victory would advance them to a super-regional matchup against Florida, who had won the Gainesville Regional. Contextually, Ole Miss had already faced Texas Tech in the regional earlier in the tournament. The preceding game on May 16 saw a significant turnaround. Ole Miss led 8-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning before Texas Tech rallied to score 8 runs, tying the game before ultimately winning in extra innings. The Rebels managed to recover from that earlier defeat by securing a win against Boston to set up the current rematch with Texas Tech. The Penn State men's lacrosse team concluded their NCAA tournament run on Sunday afternoon, falling to the number 1 overall seed Princeton in the quarterfinals with a final score of 14-10. This marks the team's 9th appearance in the tournament since 2003 and their 4th quarterfinal appearance. Despite a spirited performance, the Nittany Lions were outshot 49-27. Goalkeeper Preston Hawkins delivered a strong performance, recording 17 saves for the team. The game remained tight, with Penn State briefly taking a 10-9 lead in the 4th quarter before conceding 5 consecutive goals to Princeton. Offensively, Chase Robertson was the standout player for Penn State, registering 3 goals. Kyle Lehman contributed 2, while additional scoring came from Andrew Beard, Alex Ross, Mark Waters, John Jude Considine, and Liam Matthews. Tucker Wade led the scoring for Princeton with 4 goals. The loss brings the Nittany Lions' overall tournament record to 10-6 for the year. However, the season included significant achievements, including a regular season victory over Princeton, sharing the Big Ten title, and winning the Big Ten tournament. Furthermore, the team secured an opening round NCAA tournament win against Army last weekend with a 10-6 margin.